You might think that refueling an aircraft is just like refueling a car. Plug in a hose, pump the gas, and pay the attendant. However, a plane is an awful lot bigger than a car and decidedly more complicated. How are aircraft refueled? Let's find out. Upon the successful parking of an aircraft, either at the airport terminal ramp or at a remote stand, an aircraft fueler is dispatched to the aircraft to begin the process. This will happen as soon as possible, as time is of course the essence, particularly for those short turnarounds. In some cases, a fuel truck will position itself under the wing of the aircraft or close to it for jets that are lower to the ground. This position should be close enough to the receptacle to connect the hose but far enough away to avoid a collision. Smaller aircraft have fueling ports on top of the wing. However, on most commercial aircraft, the fuel port is located under the wing. This is known as a single point fueling system, which refers to the fact that the aircraft can be refueled from this point and from this location despite the presence of various tanks within both aircraft wings and potentially also in the center or rear of the fuselage. A very important step in getting connected to the aircraft's fuel tanks is to connect a ground wire. This is because the flowing movement of flammable liquids such as gasoline within a pipe or hose can build up static electricity. An electrostatic discharge has the risk of igniting fuel vapor. Fuel quantity is another key factor to be aware of as well, something that pilots must be aware of in terms of weight management and range. Taking into account the aircraft's flight and refueling schedule, the fuel quantity is calculated by the airline and sent to the refueling technician. This may even be displayed on screens at the ramp. An airplane burns a lot of fuel during a flight. The heavier an aircraft, the higher its rate of fuel burn. A Boeing 747 consumes approximately 4 liters per second or 240 liters per minute and 14,400 liters per hour. This much fuel requires massive tanks, which would of course take a considerable amount of time to fill up. There are a number of factors that dictate how long it takes to refuel any aircraft. They include how much fuel is required, determined by the aircraft and its destination, whether the fuel is coming from a truck or a hydrant. A truck may have to make multiple trips. How many fueling points are being used? Larger aircraft may have one point with 2 connections, allowing for 2 hoses. Others refuel with a single hose under each wing. In general, fueling may take anywhere from half an hour to an hour. This is why flight attendants may instruct you to keep your seat belt unfastened while the aircraft is being refueled. This safety precaution is to assist in a faster evacuation should a fueling mishap occur. That's all for today. Thanks for watching and be sure to subscribe to this channel.